So I'm sorry this isn't two parts, but I really, honestly don't have the courage to start this over and do it again. So if this is in two parts, I apologise, or if it's put together and choppy, sorry. But yeah. So yeah, OCD isn't just, neat and tidy and clean. It's messy and painful and horrible, and I have spent my life on countless antibiotics because of infections that this causes. I've got scars everywhere. I have zero body confidence because of this. I don't know what it's like to have body confidence, because this has just always been there. And there are things that people have said about it that, people say, sticks and stones, but some of these things stay with you. I can remember being 12 years old on a beach in Florida, and some woman turned around to her kid and said, "Don't play near her," because she thought I had some disease or whatever. I was disgusting. I had to have a note at school for PE because our PE uniform was shorts or the little tennis skirt, and I couldn't take the way people treated me in the changing rooms because of it. I would get changed in a toilet cubicle, and Mum had to write me a note saying that I had a skin condition and that I needed to wear jogging bottoms. Didn't matter if we were doing PE inside or outside. In the summer, it didn't matter how hot it got, I would wear trousers. These people just assume all sorts of things. And when you're a kid, that really gets to you. It's only over the last 2 or 3 years that I've started wearing shorts and not really caring. But I've also got to a point where I've got more control. Whereas before, my legs, when I say recovered, I mean they were just basically one giant cut. But it just went round. And it was horrible. My mum used to bandage my legs up at night to try and stop me from scratching, and I'd still do it in my sleep. She'd put me to bed with bandages all over me and with gloves, and I'd still do it. This is how much this thing dominated my life when I was younger. And it's still something I struggle with. It's, I'm in a much, much better place than I was. But it's still something I really struggle with on a day-to-day basis. And it's just one of those things that not many people talk about, not many people know about. I've had people say stuff to me about themselves or about a relative, and I've turned around and said, well, that sounds like what I've got. And then explained it, and they've gone, holy shit. And then they've had the information they needed, or at least a name, so that they could go to their doctor to talk about it, to find out if it is what dermatillomania or whatever. Because they just didn't know it was a thing, and people, not knowing what it was for so long, it just makes you feel like such a freak. Like there's something so wrong with you that you're literally attacking yourself, and you don't even know why you're attacking yourself. Or obviously I'm talking my experiences, and I can't say what it is for other people, but, it's like right now, my skin is crawling like there's little bugs all over me, and it's horrible. And I have to plan everything around it. When I feel like this, doesn't matter how gross I feel, I can't go for a shower. I have to wait until this feeling goes away and able to shower. Because otherwise I'm going to tear myself to pieces. And it's not fun. And it fucking hurts. And it was something I've spent my entire life ashamed of and trying to hide. And I'm done hiding. Okay? I'm not gross. I'm not broken. It's an illness. And I'm doing what I need to get the better of it, so to speak. But there's a 9-month waiting list, so I have my vapes full of stuff that I'm pretty sure Instagram won't let me say. YouTube won't let me say, so. But it's all over it is all over my Instagram though. And it helps with my anxiety and my eyeballs. So double win on that front. And I have to do things to keep my hands busy, because otherwise I will be watching TV or whatever, and I will be scratching or pulling, picking, whatever, and I won't even realise I'm doing it. That's how I started cross-stitching, because I could cross-stitch, but I can't do that anymore. Not the way I used to. I mean, I can cross-stitch for like maybe 15-20 minutes at a time, but then I have to stop. I used to do it for like an entire day, and I would put a series on the TV, and just because it would keep my hands occupied. I don't have that now, so at the minute I'm on a knitting kick because it keeps my hands busy. And like any tiny bump or lump or whatever, something that is there that shouldn't be there, has to go, and it makes me angry at myself, because I know logically there is no reason to be doing this. Everyone has lumps and bumps. I know this. It's part of being a person, part of being human. It's part of being an animal. All animals have lumps and bumps. So why am I so compelled to get rid of them? Why am I not able to stop myself from leaving my skin alone? And see, the more I talk about it, the itchier I get. And there are people watching this that's probably going, fruitcake. And you know what? Maybe I am. But not because of mental illness. This is just another part of something I have to deal with. And it's not fun. And basically, I'm talking about this because I kept it a secret for so long. And I know there are other people out there with it. And you're not gross, you're not a freak, you're not broken. It is a legitimate illness. And there are ways of dealing with it. And there are therapies to help with it. And like I've had CBT in the past. It didn't do anything for me, but now things have changed. When I had CBT in the past, I was very anti-psychiatrists and therapists and all that. I was very much against all of them. But I've had since then I've had to deal with having bipolar and all that malarkey, and I've had to readjust my relationship and the way I deal with all these wonderful medical staff who seem to be able to do things that I can't. So yeah. So basically, dermatillomania is a thing. It's not fun. And I haven't really been very informative with this, I know, and I'm sorry. I wanted to, but I just... Maybe another time I'll be more informative about it, but for now this is what you get. This is me saying I have dermatillomania. I am covered in head to toe in scars. My skin is awful. I currently want to crawl out of it. I wish I could be like a snake or any reptile that sheds their skin every so often, because then I would get rid of all the nasty stuff and then it wouldn't matter. But instead, I have this and I'm ruining my tattoos that I paid money for, and that's really fucking annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna go and find something to keep my hands busy. Maybe go do the dishes because this is my life. But yeah. OCD isn't black and white. I really need to get better at finding a way to end these because I'm just like, okay, that's it, done, bye.